What we're going to do is look at Financial Math Part 1. There's two formulas that we're going to be looking at. This one right here is the one that we're going to focus on today. And then later, we're going to be looking at our continuous function. For our compound formula, we're going to be looking at our A value, and that's what we're going to focus on finding, our final amount. How we're going to find that is we're going to put in our initial amount. R is our rate, and we're going to write that as a decimal. So if it was 5%, we're going to be putting in 0.05. N is how many times it compounds per year, and T is the number of years. This right here, what we're going to do is we're going to look at later. So for example 1, we have a student, and they're investing $1,000 in savings bonds for 10 years at a rate of 6% per year. How much does the student get back if it's compounded? And we're going to look at three different. Annually means once per year, quarterly means 4 times per year, and monthly means 12 times per year. So we're going to be solving for how much the amount is after the 10 years. We initially invest $1,000. We put the 1 plus our rate is 6%, so 0.06 over 1 because it's annually, and annually means that it's just once per year. We're raising it to the 1 times, and then it says for 10 years. So 1 raised to the 10. So what you're going to do is you're going to take out the calculator. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the 0.06 divided by 1, which of course is 0.06, and then we're adding the 1. So right now we have 1.06. We're going to raise that to the 10th power, and that gives us 1.79, and then we're going to times it by 1,000. And that right there gives us $1,790.85. Okay, this time we're going to do it for quarterly. So we have our initial amount, or our initial investment. We're going to times it by 1 plus. We're going to take our 6%. We're going to divide it by 4 because quarterly means 4 times per year. And then we're raising it to the 4 times 10. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our 0.06. We're going to divide it by 4. Then we're going to add the 1. So right now we have 1.015, and we're going to raise it to the 40th power. That gives us 1.8140. We're going to times it by 1,000. And our final amount is $1,814.02. Now it says monthly. Monthly means 12 times per year. So we have our initial amount of $1,000. We have 1 plus, and then we have the 0.06, and we're dividing it by 12. Once again, the reason that we're dividing it by 12 is because it's monthly. We're going to start off with our 0.06. We're going to divide it by 12. Then we're going to add the 1. We raise it to the 120th. And then what we're going to do is we're going to times it by 1,000. And that gives us 1,819.40. Okay, this time a person invests $5,000 in a mutual fund for 20 years at a rate of 11% per year. How much does the person end up with if it's compounded semi-annually, means twice per year? Monthly, we talked about that. That would be 12 times per year. And daily, we're going to say 365. So when we're setting it up, we have our initial amount, which in this case is 5,000. We have 1 plus, and we have 0.11 because of 11%. And then since it's compounded semi-annually, that would be twice per year, raised to the 2 times 20. So we're going to take the 0.11, we're going to divide it by 2. We're going to add the 1. We're going to raise it to the 40th. And then we're going to times it by 5,000. And that gives us 42,566.54. Next thing is monthly. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 5,000. We have 1 plus 0.11 over 12, and then raised to the 12 times 20. We're going to plug that into the calculator, and that right there gives us 44,675.08. And for our last one, we have our 5,000. We're plugging in 1 plus 0.11 over 365. And we're raising it to the 365 times 20. What we're going to do is we're going to plug that into the calculator, and our final answer is 45,110.11 cents. Now, one thing that you should be noticing with each one of these numbers, the more often we compound it, then that means that the larger amount the money that we make. So notice that semi-annually is 42,000, monthly is 44,000, and if we were looking at it daily, we're going to get 45,000. Next time, we're going to be looking at continuously, and we'll know that that amount of money is even larger.